Hi, I'm Robert McLaughlin from Electrical and HVAC Training Center, and today I'm here with Supplyhouse, and I would like to go over some commercial fittings and raceways that are found on the job site. Starting with the ones I think we're most familiar with is we're going to look at the different types of boxes, metal boxes that are found in the field. We have round, or also known as Octagon boxes. So taking a look at this particular box, you may use this for a junction box, hanging lighting fixtures. When choosing it, you want to look at the size of your knockouts. So on the sides, we have what's called KOs. And this particular Octagon box has 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch KOs. It has mounting holes inside, and it also has a pre-tapped 1032 hole for your grounding screw. So details matter when ordering your boxes. Make sure you have the right size knockouts for your raceways. Each of the Octagon boxes have mounting holes, which are both 832 screws. So 832s by 1/2 inch come with the box, utilized for mounting your lighting fixtures or your covers. Next, we have your handy boxes. So I have 3 variations on the table, and what's unique about them is starting off with the knockout sizes. There's 1/2 inch, there's 3/4, but when you look at this particular handy box, there's a concentric knockout. So you can utilize 1/2 inch, or you can knock it out all the way to use a 3/4 inch knockout. The grounding screw is already inside. It has a raised grounding hub in the box, which allows you to mount the box on a flat surface. The depth of the boxes will be based upon the solution you're looking for. We have 1.25 inch, we have 1.5 inch, and we also have 2 inch. So depending upon the depth that you have to install a box, based on the number of conductors in the box, that's how you would choose the size or the depth of your box. When you are installing your boxes and you're finished, you'll either be installing a device or installing a cover. So we have here on the table, we have a handy blank. Okay, that once again, putting it on there allows you to close up any unused openings, making sure that nobody gets in that box and that you are code compliant with your installation. The square boxes here, we have a 4 inch by 2 1/8 square box. Okay, this box here, if you refer to Article 314.16 on that chart, it will tell you that the box fill requirements for here are 30.3 inches cubed. We look here, we have the knockouts, 1/2 inch, as well as a concentric 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch knockout. Another feature of this box is that it has a raised grounding hub, which again allows you to mount it on a flat surface so that the grounding screw does not lift your box off the wall. This square box here has just more options on having just either 1/2 inch across the entire side or having a combination of 1/2 inch and 3/4. So moving away from the boxes, if you're installing cables or a raceway, if we're moving into the raceway, we've chosen our box based on the size of the knockout. So here I have a 12 inch piece of 3/4 inch rigid RMC conduit, which will be utilized to go into a 3/4 inch knockout on the box. All right, so you're sizing your KOs with your raceways or your cable connectors. In commercial, we do a lot of conduit. And here we have conduit bodies on the table. So we're looking at a LB, right? So this is an LB, it's a conduit body. What is a conduit body? What a conduit body is, it is a point within the raceway, right? The electrical system you're building. If you're installing it through a rigid metal conduit raceway, you may need to change direction, allowing you to bring the conduit through the bottom and then continue it out 90 degrees the opposite way. You may need access to your wires, right? So if you're installing your individual conductors and you're running it through the raceway, you may need access for a pulling point. So the LBs and the conduit bodies that are sold start at 1/2 inch and go up to 4 inch. The covers are clearly identified with the size of the LB conduit body. It also comes with a neoprene gasket which allows it to keep it watertight. Okay, so once again, having this cover, it has to be installed once you've finished installing your LB onto your conduit body. The variations of conduit bodies could be LBs, LLs, LRs, C conduits. So what you need, we will have those solutions. Transitioning and looking at the rigid metal conduit as far as a fitting. We all know that we have lock nuts that are needed. We also have couplings. So with the rigid metal conduit, there are threaded couplings that can be utilized to allow you to extend your raceway. Once again, a coupling is utilized to allow you the ability of extending your raceway, especially with rigid metal conduit. It is a necessary component that you need. So for more information on commercial products, please visit us for more videos about installations with metal boxes or raceways.